Rudy Giuliani was supposed to show up for court on Thursday as part of a trial, a new trial, to determine whether or not he's going to have to give up his Palm Beach condo and his personalized World Series rings as part of the asset forfeiture to settle the debt that he owes the former Georgia election workers, Ruby Freeman and Shay Moss. He has tried multiple times to get out of that court date, even argued like, hey, I'm so sick and pathetic, I can't travel. Well, the judge was like, yeah, you're going to come here unless you give me a doctor's note. And Giuliani was like, oh, rats, fine, I'll be there. And then Thursday rolled around and he wasn't there. According to reports, they sat in that courtroom waiting for Rudy Giuliani to show up for over 2 hours. 2 hours of just awkwardly sitting there, you know. Anybody know where he is? Anybody? Somebody has his phone number? Maybe we call him? No, they couldn't find him. You know where they did find him? Mar-a-Lago. He was at Mar-a-Lago instead of in court in Washington, D.C. And he wasn't just at Mar-a-Lago. He was at Mar-a-Lago posting videos to Instagram of his dog playing at Mar-a-Lago. One of the videos said, Vinny loves hanging out at Mar-a-Lago, but he's ready to spend a lot more time in Washington, D.C. over the course of the next 4 years in support of his favorite president, Donald J. Trump. So you're down at Mar-a-Lago, kissing Donald Trump's behind. You brought your dog. And I'm not going to go after the dog. I love dogs. Like, good for you. Sorry for the dog to have to live with you. But you were supposed to be in court like thousands of miles away. And instead, you just so brazenly were like, screw them. I'm going to post videos of my dog crapping on Donald Trump's lawn. Like, okay, what's going to happen, right? Like, you got to expect the judge is going to get pissed off about this. Something's going to happen. Maybe throw Giuliani in jail, as some of the judges have proposed. Nothing happened. Do you know why nothing happened? Because later on in the day, it was announced that Rudy Giuliani and Freeman and Moss had reached what they're calling a global settlement. Now, this was not announced, and it was not known, apparently, prior to Thursday's court date. No, this happened all after that. But because there is now a settlement that both parties have allegedly agreed to, no sanctions, no contempt, nothing. So Giuliani had to have known that this was going to be his course of action. And because he knew that, he decided, I'm just not going to show up. I'm not going to do it. And let me tell you, that's still not okay. If you were going to do this settlement, which you definitely had to have known of in advance prior to your appearance in the court that day, you could have let the judge know. Instead, you wasted everybody else's time trolling them on social media, posting videos of your dog at Trump's house, all just to intentionally be an a-hole. Now, if everything is done and settled, there's no more court hearings, which means there's no more possibility of sanctions. But I think they need to carve out an exception here. Rudy Giuliani needs to be punished for this. This is absolutely unacceptable. Everything he has done in this lawsuit, in this trial, is absolutely unacceptable. Any one of us would have been sanctioned immediately, and yet he just continues to flout the law, act like he is above it, and not get actually punished for it. So it is what it is. This whole mess hopefully is over, for the sake of Freeman and Moss, but Giuliani never really faced justice. And that is what is so disappointing about all of this. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.